Hey guys, hello everyone. I am Apeksha and I welcome you to this series of videos which are dedicated to learning the stock market basics. As I already spoke in my introductory video, that our motive or goal behind having this series is to make you market ready and help you understand the market by yourself. So, this is our first step towards moving to the goal of becoming market ready. So, today we are starting with a very basic terminology which is a share. So, now in the coming 4 to 5 minutes, we will understand everything about what this particular terminology share means. So let's begin. So you must have listened to a lot of people who say that, oh, I bought the share of this company or I have the share of this company. So when they say this, what do they essentially mean by that? Now, talking in general terms, share is a portion of something, right? So in case if I have a pizza, I'm giving you a piece of it, which means that I'm giving you a share of it. Simple as that, right? But since we are here to learn about finance, then we will have to talk in financial terminologies. So now let us understand what this share means by looking at this definition. So this is the definition of a share which is given in our Companies Act. I'll read this out for you. So it says that share means a share in the share capital of a company and includes stock. Okay, I understand that it is very complicated and difficult for a layman to understand. After reading this definition, a layman will definitely not understand the meaning. So let us break this down in simple terms. So for instance, if you and me start a company together, then what will that mean? That both of us are sharing the ownership in that company. So what we are doing is essentially we are dividing the ownership interest between two of us, isn't it? So that's what a share means. Now, also let us talk about this company, Reliance Industries. So all of us are aware of this company, right? So now Reliance Industries have around 624 crore shares in total. So tomorrow, if I go out and buy 6 crore shares of Reliance Industries, which will mean that I own 1% of that company. I am the owner of 1% of that company, isn't it? So that's why in this picture I've drawn the lines so that you understand that this Reliance is divided among a lot of people who are the shareholders of this company. Now let us understand how this particular thing called a share came into existence. Now, talking about Reliance, let's say, they must have started the company with very few people, maybe four, five, six, seven people. And then eventually they started expanding the business. They needed money for expanding the business, right? They need cash. So now what do? They'll go to their family members, their relatives, and friends, and they'll take money from them. But after a certain level, when they need more funding for the business, then every time their family members are not going to give, from where are they going to give, right? So then you may say that, okay, so there are banks, they can maybe go to the banks. But the problem here is that if they take money from bank, then they will have to give the interest payment on a monthly basis or maybe quarterly basis. Also, banks are not going to give you money for a long time. They'll give you for a certain stipulated time, but this company needs funding for a long time, right? So then what do? Then they go to this place called a share market, and then they give their ownership interest to the general public like you and me, and we buy their shares, which means we buy their ownership interest and we pay them a particular price, right? So now one thing will come in your mind, okay, so then what will happen? What next? I buy the share. So now that will not give you the right to maybe walk into the company or walk into the office of the company or factory. So talking about the importance or why do we go ahead and buy the share, we will talk about this as to why should I own the share in our coming video. But so far, I want you to understand that what this share means. It means ownership interest in a particular company. So if I go out and buy Reliance, it will mean that I am the shareholder, owner of that company, or we can also call that person as an investor. So I hope that this concept or this term of share is clear. Now, why to buy it and how to buy it and everything we will cover in our upcoming videos. But I guess this terminology is so far clear. So thank you. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos. We will talk about more such terminologies and concepts.